The power has returned. The power has returned. No, that was facto Mossad. That was absolutely Mossad. That was absolutely Mossad. Had to be. That had to be Mossad. Thought we lost you. Brother, I'm here. Black screen, computer off, air filter off, light, AC, everything. I was like, no, it's happening. Door's about to break down. Masked ICE agents who are actually in the IDF breaking through the door. I'm under arrest. I'm getting fucked. You're getting fucked. List of all of yous, all fucked. That right there, folks. That was Mossad. Anyway, back to our scheduled programming. So yeah, this guy here, his name is Raphael Edward Cruz. Born in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Unreal. 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 You guys think it had something to do with the cube? What if I hit the cube and it does it again? I wonder if it had to do with the cube, because it's not changing nothing no more. Huh. I bet you it actually did have something to do with the cube. Yeah, I can't change the cube anymore. The cube might be compromised. You in there? You in there, Epstein? Epstein's in the cube. Yeah, I fear that might have had to do with the cube. Yeah, is that what happens when Ovi escapes the cube? One more try. Nothing. Nothing. Anyway, I was about to end the stream when the power cut out, so totally understandable. What did Ovi say? He said, "Are you live?" Yes, sir. Relaunch the cube. Let me relaunch the cube. Don't look at my ass. Don't look at my ass. Don't you look at my ass. Give it a second. Let her reload. Let her reload. Dude, an Israeli flag pops up on that thing. Okay. Ovi is in the cube. Okay. Ovi's in the cube. I think we're all right. You tell your Secret Service story? Sure, and then I'm going to end the stream. Long story short, I make a lot of content, and MAGA Republicans fucking hate me. And because I hold a mirror to their fascist rhetoric and their fascist ideology, a whole bunch of them decided to make FBI complaints or Secret Service complaints or whatever. And then one day the Secret Service showed up and they were like, we want to talk to you. And I was like, do you have a warrant? And they said, no. And I said, then you're not coming in. I said, this is just a short interview. We just want to talk to you, make sure you're not a threat to the President of the United States. I said, do you have a warrant? They said, no. I said, okay, then fuck off. Got myself a federal attorney, went through talks. They were trying to investigate me for, like, quote-unquote terroristic threats, which I've never made. And that's why I'm here. That's why I won that case, because I've never made a terroristic threat in my life. I have a completely clean rap sheet. Never had a criminal record in my life. But it did cost me a fuckload of money to get that attorney. And this is what the right does. If you don't have the money that I have, and they send the FBI or the Secret Service at you, you're going to prison for life. You're going to federal prison for life. This was this year. This was this year, yeah. But when the investigation was over, I was told I am not welcome in the White House during the Trump presidency, and I am never welcome in the nation of Israel. These are not jokes. I am barred from Israel. And I said, well, there goes my vacation plans. So, you could never be Zoran then? Yes, if I was Zoran and I won the mayor, I was the mayor, I wouldn't have been allowed to go have that meeting. I wouldn't have been allowed to have that meeting. They said that? Yeah. Can I get a ban from Israel too? Guys, if you subscribe to me, you're probably on a list. I'm not even kidding. You're probably on a list. It's not a joke. By the way, we already know if you follow Hassan Piker on Twitch, you are on a list. You are. Israel has that list. This is not hyperbole. If you follow Hassan Piker, you're on a list of people that are probably not going to be allowed in Israel. That's real. Yes, FBI writes down interviews, no audio recording. That's the whole point. The FBI or the Secret Service, if they investigate you, they'll ask you 50 questions. They'll ask you, what time did you wake up this morning? You say 7 o'clock. 9 months later, they interview you again. They say, what time did you wake up that day? If you say 6:30 instead of 7 o'clock, that's perjury. You just lied. That's an additional charge. That's how they do it. It's fucked up. It's demented. Excuse me. John says, I used to be MAGA in 2016. I was a dumb 18-year-old. But Trump quickly showed his true colors. Finding you has been very informative, and it's nice being part of the OAL. Keep up the good work, Chris. Thank you. It's people like you are the reason why I do this. I understand, and I've said it for a long time, that a lot of people who voted for Donald Trump were fooled. They were duped. They were young men who were fed lies and told everything that they had to hear in order to vote. And you've been lied to. And as long as you recognize that and you're able to jump off that ship, then you're welcome. You're welcome here. The problem is the people who see what is going on and cheer for it. The people who see masked Gestapo thugs detaining children naked and throwing them in the back of a U-Haul before driving them to a concentration camp. The people who watch that and cheer, they're not ever going to be able to relate to you because they're barely human. Yes, they're human, which is, it's a shame that you have to understand that they're human so that you can really level with what the human brain is capable of doing. But they're barely fucking people. They're barely fucking people, dude. Will y'all judge me if I get a job at Northrop Grumman? No, but you should be judging yourself. You should be judging yourself. Listen, I understand. People need money. Everybody needs money. I bet you they pay nice. But you got to at least reckon with what you are a part of. You are now part of the military-industrial complex. You can't separate yourself from it anymore. You're now in it. You're part of it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is why I'm a cook. Feeding the people. That's a good job. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thank you very much for tuning into the Valenti broadcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Share this in a group chat. Share the video in a group chat. Share that most recent video in a group chat with your friends. Sharing it in a group chat helps a lot. Anyway, have a good one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye.